Data backups provide additional copies of data. There are two distinct purposes for backing up your data. This could be to recover a recent loss in information or to possibly recover data that was saved, for example, 6 months to a year ago. There are two types of backups, a remote backup and a local backup. Remote backups are usually stored at off-site locations, whereas a local backup could be stored on a machine or a removable or external hard drive at that location. Virtual private networks, or VPNs, are a secure way of connecting to a private network from a remote location using encryption. They allow the internet connection of this remote user to bypass the firewall or the URL filters by tunneling to this network. This ensures that an organization can allow its employees in different locations over the world to access organizational resources without any hassle. Some vendors for virtual private networks are Microsoft and Check Point. Virtualization is basically a simulation of the underlying hardware environment. That is, any software that is running on a raw hardware or server can be run on this virtual machine. This provides ways for organizations or engineers to test applications before deploying them on the actual physical systems. This concept of virtualization has been in existence since the 1960s when it was first developed by IBM. Microsoft is one of the vendors for virtualization services. Cloud computing is a fast-paced business model for IT services. It provides computing resources on demand via a computer network. There are three types of services offered through cloud computing. There's a platform as a service, which facilitates the deploying of applications without the cost of buying or managing the underlying hardware or softwares in this case. There's a software as a service, which provides the programs or the applications offered through the cloud. And there's an infrastructure as a service, which provides the computer infrastructure in a platform virtualized environment. That is, the organization leases these infrastructures without having to purchase them themselves. Audit logging is the process of making changes to a database, system, or program. It can detect unauthorized or unusual events in a system. So why would you want to log events in the system? For issues of accountability, making sure that these changes made are authorized, and also to detect intrusions or even problems or errors within the system. Data loss prevention, as it is defined, is used to identify, monitor, and protect data in use. The process starts with you identifying and assessing the risks. Then you identify and you classify this information. You develop policies and procedures for your information. You deploy technology and ensure that you are compliant with all regulations. and then you communicate with certain stakeholders, which could be your employees. And this creates a compliance culture. Some vendors that provide data loss prevention services are RSA and Checkpoint. From this chart, we can see that antivirus software, firewalls, anti-spyware, and VPNs are the most used security technologies by the respondents of this survey. The changes in terms of the technology used from 2009 to 2010 is not much different. This shows that these respondents use the same technologies over this 2-year period. The pros of managed security are a better understanding of the threat landscape, cost savings on security tools, and the assurance that the service provider will protect your information. The cons, on the other hand, there's an increased level of risk because you can't control what the service provider does with your information. The solutions provided are also generic, which means that they're not customized towards your needs. What is the cost of IT security? 18.6% of respondents of this survey say they spend more than 10% of their budget on IT security, while 10.1% of respondents of this survey say they spend less than 1% of their budget on security. In terms of evaluating information security, some of the popular techniques that have been used are internal audits, automated tools, and web monitoring. Some of the recommended security practices are the usage of antivirus software, firewalls, regularly patching your systems with security updates, using strong passwords that are changed frequently, and also opening emails responsibly. Additional security practices are to browse the web with caution, backing up your data regularly, using secure remote connections, protecting and securing your wireless networks, and also providing physical security for your equipment. So what security technologies are a good fit for your organization? From this survey, we can see that encryption, firewalls, VPN solutions, and smart cards are some of the popular technologies employed by the respondents of this survey. So in conclusion, security is the balance or the correct balance between the people, the processes, and the technology. Security ensures that your data is confidential, it has integrity, and it is always available. Organizations should strive to hire the right personnel who understand the security needs of the organization. They should also acquire the right technology, e.g. firewalls, antivirus, URL filtering, and encryption that will secure this information. The right processes should also be utilized in the process. The processes could vary from the policies that are in place or even the audits that are conducted on an annual basis. Thank you for listening to this information security webinar by Wise Comprehensive Solutions. If you have any questions or would like to chat with us, you can email us at sales@consultwcs.com or give us a call on 301-942-3711. Once again, we're an information technology, information security, and compliance consulting firm. We are a partner with Westcon, which is a leading infrastructure, communications, and security solutions distributor. Thank you, and we'd like to hear from you very soon.